So in the last video, we just did some standing default. Now at this point, this is a few days later, where Atlas can stand for a few seconds before I click and feed him. So one, two, maybe two or three there. Then I click and feed. One, two, three. Okay, 3 seconds, click feed. One, two, three, click feed. One, two, three, four, click feed. And so I'm building up that duration like I did in the last video. Because the next step is going to be adding a cue to the behavior. So I want a few seconds of duration before I start adding cues to it. It's going to be, so right now, me just standing here is kind of going to be a cue for this behavior, which is totally fine. So if I'm standing just doing something, like on my phone, talking to someone, it'd be great if he would just stand here and just wait for me. But I am going to show him a cue here in a second. But I just want to show where I was at with the duration before I started doing that. I'm just going to move my target here. And then this is going to be the cue, or this is the cue that I learned in Mustang Maddie's class, is just having that one arm over the other one. So I think my left arm's over my right, and I just kind of grab my wrist. I'm cueing that and then clicking and feeding. So there's my cue. His head's not straight. Oh, I should have probably waited till he straightened out a little bit. Cue, click feed with his head straight here. So and then I moved on pretty quickly to him following the target and then backing up to feed him. But that was a little bit of the target or the cue for the calm default. So there's the cue and click feed. And then I'm asking him to come forward to touch the target, and then I'm feeding back. That was another thing that I wish that I had done or known about a long time ago. Here's my cue, click, feed. Perfect. And he might not get it right away, and that's okay. I think this is just a couple lessons later. So I was kind of at the point where I was adding in like this next behavior. Also, my horses knew about clicker training too before I did this class. So there was the cue again, and then click feed. I got to be careful that he's not turning his head too much to the right though. And then he knows to come forward to the target, and then I was learning to feed back. So this is really important lesson for just like especially leading. Like if they're a little bit ahead of you, you can feed behind. Just feeding for position is really important. And I didn't really know about that as much now. So again, he's going forward to the target, and then I'm feeding him back. I'm just feeding him where I want him to be. So that looks really good. And it works out that I have longer arms. It's a little bit more, a little bit easier, but you can just take a step forward toward that as well. So then we're going to end with a jackpot.